Hello everyone and welcome to our YouTube channel eParent Media. Today we would like to talk to you about the topic media violence and aggression. We have received a lot of parenting questions on this topic. The question we have received the most is, can my child become aggressive or even a criminal from seeing violence on television, in movies or in video games? We want to discuss what research has shown us so far on the effects of media violence and aggression and criminal behavior. As always, we are going to start off with discussing a false belief, which is in this case, all children can become aggressive or even criminal from seeing violence on television, in movies or in video games. It is important to state that to this day, research is still being conducted to gain more insight into the influence of violent media on youth. Unfortunately, this question cannot be answered in a simple yes or no. Research has shown that not all media violence leads to aggressive behavior. In general, media violence has a small to moderate effect on aggressive behavior following exposure to violent media. However, studies have also shown an effect particularly pronounced among younger children, boys, children with aggressive temperament, children with increased need for attention, sensation, and children that grow up in harsh homes or peer environments. To conclude, not all children who encounter violent media will experience increased aggression, either immediately or long-term. However, we would advise you to keep your child's personality and dispositions in mind and always be aware of the age guidelines of media content. So what can you do if you are concerned about your child's media violence exposure? Studies have shown that how you deal with rule setting influences media violence exposure and aggression. We therefore feel the need to share this with you today. When it comes to parental mediation of violent media content, your style matters. Setting rules and not considering the child's own feelings and preferences may have a negative effect on media exposure and aggression. Research therefore suggests that autonomy-supportive restriction may be an effective route. Results indicate that in families where parents communicate restrictive mediation in an autonomy-supportive style, children report less media violent exposure and concurrent aggression. So what does this even mean and how can you approach it? The most important thing is to provide a rationale of rules and to listen to the child's perspective. Teenagers are soon to be adults after all, and they need you to respect their own opinions and wishes. Therefore, make sure to keep those in mind when you approach this topic and when you set rules together. We advise you to approach rule setting in an autonomy-supportive manner. This means explaining to teenagers why violent media content may be inappropriate for them, respecting their opinions in the process, and being consistent. In doing so, not only violent media use may be kept in check, but research suggests that it may also indirectly relate to adolescents' ADHD-related behaviors. This points to the importance of engaging in autonomy-supportive media restriction when managing teens' violent media consumption. We also need to emphasize the importance of consistency, as adolescents whose parents are more inconsistent in applying media rules generally consume a greater amount of violent media and display more ADHD-related behaviors. Therefore, we do advise you to be consistent in your approach. That's all for this video. If you have any further questions on the topic of media and violence and aggression, make sure to check out our other videos in this playlist. Of course, you can always leave a comment below and one of our professionals will get back to you with a substantive, evidence-based response. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much.